Damn faithless imp... Seriously? You don't know? Right. The leader... I was... the Imperials were waiting for us. Ulfric ordered us to stop fighting. Didn't want us all to die for nothing, I guess. Fight, or die well. So you saw a dragon, did you? Tell me, what was it like? As big as a house? Well, I'll be. That'd be a sight to see. Not that I actually want to see one, understand. I hope that dragon stays far away from here. I hope to see you in Windhelm. Good luck.
The sooner you... Don't let my sister do anything. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. All right, then.
Mara, you're not from around here. That makes two of us.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. All right, then.
You're that visitor been poking around.
Give me a mug of ale.
Coming right up.
Greetings, Sister Al. Good to see Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose. What is that blowhard up to now? So, he thinks he can turn Camilla against me. Two can play at this. Here, give this letter to Camilla and tell her it's from Sven. Let's see what she thinks of him after reading that. Until next time.
Mara, you're not from around here. That makes two of us. Another poem, I bet. He does know how to make a girl blush. What's this? If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is stay in that filthy house of his and clean, You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore. Good luck. Lucan and I will be waiting for you back in the shop.
There's beauty. Maybe you've already met Camilla Vill. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Lead the way.
The sooner you find the claw. Don't let my sister do anything foolish. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
I don't know. Out of my way, stranger. Imperial business. Be on your way.
If you know...
Carlos, smite you! This is what you want, huh? My tap! Make you bleeding!
Brigands I can handle, but this talk of dragons? The world's gone mad.
Thinking I need to train some more. The companions are my family. We fight so that other people don't have to. We bring honor and glory to ourselves and each other. Too confusing for me. Just tell me who needs bludgeoning. Vilkas and I have been here since we were little whelps. Our father Jurgen raised us here. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us. Kodlak is the one who figures out who can be a companion, so talk to him. It's out of my hands. All
Well,
right, then.
that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Thinking I need to train some more.
There's a nip in the air. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work. You should buy some produce from Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
Oh, did you need something?
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's cauldron. Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skullbar.
How can I assist? The Khajiit hail from a distant land called... Elsewhere is an arid land of deserts and rocky canyons where the sun shines warmly, always. There are cities so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly. An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away, but for those with courage, there is much profit to be made. May your road lead you to warm sands. The road makes this one weary.
There is no trust for Khajiit in this place. I hope that you will come to do business with us again. The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty this land seems.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you. No lollygagging.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Damn those Greymanes.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy.
Plenty.
What's coming to I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry if they're willing to work hard.
Greymane or Battleborn? Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. Long live the Empire. Welcome to War Maidens. Now you, my girl, have definitely come to the right place. Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her, War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters? That'll be the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. He's an honorable enough man. Never done wrong by me or my kin. Things are tough for him now, I'd wager, what with the fighting and the dragons. But Balgruf's a tough old Nord. He can handle it. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Good doing business with you.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. What is it, elf? Helgen, destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Ah, how my heart... Yes, my brother... After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my... well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop. Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help. What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. An archer, eh? I've got just what you need. Thank you very much for your business.
Blade and I am an art... After all, where... If you change your mind, seek me out here. Walk always in shadows, so that you will see your foes before they see you.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. I actually advise the Jarl on political matters. Make it quick. Make it quick. Yes.
Need something? Talk to my brother, Elrendir. Do you hunt? The plains outside Whiterun are ripe with game. What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
Ah, how my heart soars to look upon a Sister Bosmer. Please, how can I serve your hunting needs?
Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock.
Pardon me, but do I detect a case of... Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the Restoration School, but... something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rockjoint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. I think I can teach you a thing or two. Come back anytime if you need a remedy. I have several elixirs for sale. You brewed a truly vile poison there. I fear the beast that tastes that. You rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for them. I have several elixirs for sale. Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Huh?
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
What's
My
the
lord,
meaning of this
please.
interruption?
This is no
Jarl
time for
Balgruuf
rash
is not
action.
receiving
I
visitors.
just think we need more information before we act.
Well,
I
that
just-
explains why the guards let you in.
Who's
Come
this,
on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss... What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so. The Jarl can be found in the Great Hall, probably sitting on his Jarl's throne. Not over here in a wizard's laboratory.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. You are eager to begin your adventure. Excellent. The sooner begun, the sooner done, eh? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with... Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. I'm sure she will prove most useful. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it.
May the gods watch over your back. If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point, and also because he knew he could. With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow. Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow. What are you still doing here? Jarl said retrieving that stone tablet is a priority, remember?
I serve Jarl. That is an old tale, but well known to those of us who serve in the keep. Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the Nords, Olaf One-Eye. Olaf did battle with a fearsome dragon named Numenex. The struggle between Olaf and the dragon culminated in a mighty duel atop Mount Anthor, with Olaf the victor. Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun. By his decree, the city's keep was rebuilt as a prison for Numenex. And so, from that time until this, our great keep has been called Dragon's Reach. Well, there are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the 3 to the plains that surround the city. The inn and marketplace are found there. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District, which is the middle of the 3. Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here, the Jarl can see all that goes on within his city. Ah, splendid. Our fine city has a proud history, and I'm happy to share what I know. The history of Whiterun begins with Jorrvaskr, the Hall of the Companions. For a long time, it was the only building on the mountain. As time passed, a thriving community sprang up around Jorrvaskr, as was common with mead halls. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Stormcloaks, Imperials, Dragons. Ain't no matter to me what I kill. Let them come. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. What is it? I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee. Huh?
Once man, I am Eth. You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward. Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it
the White Gold Concordat.
Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here. And in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. I breathe now in royalty and reshape this land which is mine. I do this for you, Red Legions, for I love you. I love, even as man, great Talos cherished us. For he saw in us, in each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel! And there it is, friends. The ugly truth. We are the children of man. Talos is the true god of man, ascended from flesh to rule the realm of spirit. The very idea is inconceivable to our elven overlords, sharing the heavens with man? Ha! They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth. Today, they take away your faith. But what of tomorrow? What then? Do the elves take your homes? Your businesses? Your children? Your very lives? And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing! The Imperial machine enforces the will of
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
You tried mercenary work? My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. No, I'm not. Looks like we've got something in common then. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or if it's work you need. I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. I should have guessed as much. Your kind sticks to that college in Winterhold, as well they should. You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Need anything else? Just let me know.
If you need... Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions.
The security and the guards at this city... Commander Kai, I'm waiting.
I'm a bard by trade. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute... I studied there myself. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. It's the leaving that's hardest, I know.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be... And why not? I could beat anyone in this city. Barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go. Come. Never should have come
Septims on the big one.
That's all you got?
This is an ode to staunch protectors.
Damn you. Do your work. That's your best, huh? Come on, show me what you've got.
Keep those hands.
It's nothing. someone who can get things done. I like that. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. Good. Chat time's over.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son? Bits and baubles for sale. All crafted
Your son
by the
chose
best
his side and he
blacksmith
chose
in
poorly,
Skyrim.
and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you
Once I've
accept
made
his
enough,
loss, the
before my ma and I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. You do that? If you find one, I could teach you. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants reputation. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim.
Best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Badlands.
Come on, Father.
awful.
There's nothing more to be said. You've been a good... More bad blood between the houses. Fralya is convinced our family is somehow at fault. There's no reasoning with these people anymore.
Alfred, just one more thing the Grey Manes want to blame on. It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire, or their mule of a son raised arms against it. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's Battleborn. For Clan Battleborn, they cry in the mead halls. First into the fray, and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too. Now if that don't answer you, uncivilized. It's true, but it's one thing to take pride in your... The Grey Manes have... Oh, we've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us.
Life's hard enough. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats.
Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
The finest cuts, fresh from the... Oh yes, hunting is my great passion. That's why he tends the store, and I've got this... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Good hunting.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Let me know if you see anything you like. You look rather pale. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. Come, what do you need, my... So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Mm-hmm. Pardon me. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Mm-hmm. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Let me know if I can be of service.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone's obsessed with death. Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? Ah, so you need only ask about it. Plenty of folk in Whiterun with too much fat and gold to be bothered doing anything for themselves. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Ah, the most important question of all, that one.
Why shouldn't I?
You'll want the bannered mare. But mind the bard, Mikael. Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been closest kin for generations, but Ulfric's Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
Come by Bellathor's shop at the market. I'm sure we've got something you need.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
I'm a bard by trade. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. What did you just say? All I heard was a sound of jealousy. I don't have to take that from you. Never should have come here. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Get her! Don't let her get away with this!
taught you to fight. That the best you can do?
Come on!
Your kind has no place.
Oh, come on! She's not so tough.
Fight back!
You know how to throw a punch, I'll give you that.
Drive that snow back to the ground. Come on!
You win. On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again.
Oh.
What? Why are you looking at me? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. I can almost taste it.
Got any sausages? Once I've made enough
whatever.
money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the
Would your
Bannered
good
Mare.
friend
It's
hold
not
on?
easy being a woman in Skyrim.
I spy the two.
But stay strong. And then, lest you forget...
Fresh baked loaf. Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
Spare a coin for a fellow Norseman.
Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Spend it on drinks
Yourself
at
and
the
your kid
Bannered
with a
Mare.
choice cut of
If
steak.
it's food you need, ask for that instead.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire, and I'll send someone over.
Bring to our youth, today's come and gone. For the age of aggression is just about.
My favorite... Well, would you look at that? Argonian ale. My thanks, friend. Here, take this here healing potion. I, found it in the temple.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Sure, whatever.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in... that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgroof the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
damn those Grey Mains to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks. They'll get what's coming.
Don't you go tracking your dirty boots on my clean floor.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment I don't take my duties as seriously as the Jarl himself takes his.
Be glad you're here in the city and not out in Riverwood.
It seems our Balgrup and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so. I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife, so you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade. Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak assassins, ambitious and unscrupulous nobles. Sometimes I think his own children want him dead. And those are just the physical threats. Assaults on his sanity are another matter entirely. Every day he deals with obsequious functionaries and incompetent bureaucrats. Sadly, I'm not allowed to eliminate them. Well, not yet, anyway. I've got my eyes on you.
Everything's all right?
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
What do you need?
Don't mind. I've got a city to keep.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Trouble?
Another wanderer.
I serve
here to
Jarl
lick my father's
Balgrup as
boots.
the
Good
Jarl
job.
from Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgrup when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Henry can hardly stand it. Father promised me a new dress days ago. Now where is it?
It takes a while to make a dress, Dagny. You have to be patient.
But I don't want to be patient. I want my dress right now. Father
If there's any more I can help you with,
All you ever
just let
do
me
is
know.
complain about what you want. You're a spoiled baby.
I'm going to tell Father you said that. He'll tan your hide for sure.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Absurd that you can't cook good sweet rolls in the skeever hole of a city.
The task of steward is more important than you realize.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's
Valuable
boots.
counsel.
Good job.
Unreal! Old friend, patron of the great clan Battle.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun, Mother.
Hey, hands off!
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart woman. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
The finest...
I'm as much a Nord as the next man, but I'm no fool. I don't live in the past like those Grey Maids.
The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Dalmor against its own people. So rise up, rise up,
Thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale. Breeze Home. You should talk to the steward. You look tired, friend. The Bannered Mare has beds for it.
Lady, could you spare a coin? Hi there.
Trouble?
I'm so hungry.
Staying safe, I hope.
The finest
Take a look.
Good hunting.
I ain't done nothing.
Ripe fruit and fresh Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
We've got... blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Good doing business with you.